Hello and welcome everyone for the English online video session. Today we are going to cover one beautiful poem, that is the Laburnum Top, that is from your book of Hornbill. It is a part in third unit. It is a beautiful poem, the Laburnum Top, written by Ted Hughes, and it conveys a very beautiful message. Sometimes, in our life, we may feel lonely, down and out, frustrated. We feel that nobody is around us or nobody cares for us. But suddenly someone's entry comes in our life, and our life, which we felt like mundane and boring, suddenly that life becomes electric. We start developing interest. We start liking each and every moment. So suddenly a life change, and once again when that person, whoever has made entry in our life, maybe it may be your friend, your relatives, maybe it may be in the context of the lover too, still that person is there in our life. Let us take it in the context of a friend. We feel that life is worth living, but as soon as that person goes away, we start feeling disappointed again. We start feeling frustrated again. So uh, covering this type of theme in this particular poem, the poet Ted Hughes has written this beautiful poem. Now let us have some information about the poet. His full name is Edward James Hughes, born in 17 August 1932 and died in 28 October 1998. He was an English poet, a translator, and a children's writer too. Critics frequently rank him as one of the best poets of his generation and one of the 20th century's greatest writers. It was a great compliment for him that critics frequently rank him as one of the best poets of his generation. Critics are the people who analyze the work, and they do very careful analysis. There is no scope for mistake there. But despite this all, even the critics claim that he was one of the best poet of his time. He was appointed as poet laureate in 1984 and held the office until his death. So he enjoyed highest position as a poet till he died. In 2008, the Times ranked Hughes fourth on its list of 50 greatest British writer since 1945. It is a big thing, considering that the Times magazine rated the writer in the fourth position. From the beginning of English, so many poets came, lived, and died. They produced their wonderful works. But the Times has taken in consideration all the works of all the poets. After the careful analysis, they came to the conclusion that Hughes was one of the best, and that's why it ranked him as the fourth in the list of 50 greatest British writers since 1945. So that is all briefing about the poet. Now let us go and discuss about the poem, the Laburnum Top. Actually, Laburnum is the name of a tree. As you can see on your screen, this is the Laburnum tree. Covering this nature's theme, the poet has tried to give a big message. You know, this poem is such a poem where we can associate with our own real life too. You can see here that the tree is alone, lonely. If it's human, what would have it thought? अगर ये ट्री ह्यूमन होता, हमारे जैसा सोचता, हमारे जैसा बोलता, तो what would have it thought? इसके मन में क्या ख्याल आते? Right now, it is in full blossom, as you can see in the screen. But you know, a time comes, you can say, in the context of autumn. In autumn, generally, trees give away their leaves. They become bare, lonely. So, why I am trying to create these images in your mind? Because if you really at all want to understand this poem, then this type of understanding, abstract understanding, is required. We are human. We need people around us. We need parents around us. We want friend circle. Otherwise, we will start feeling lonely. But what about animals and birds and trees and all, right? Here, the tree is standing alone. There are some trees around, but they are far away. Sometimes in certain area, you might have seen a lonely tree. And if you see a lonely tree in the autumn season, it will be a pathetic picture because the tree might have given away all the leaves. It would become bare and the atmosphere will look gloomy too. So just look at this picture and try to create various images in your mind so that understanding with the poem will become quite easy. Another thing that I want to discuss here is this bird, goldfinch. You may have or may not have seen around you because this is not commonly found here in our area. It is the bird goldfinch. And if you see this tree, yellow, this goldfinch has also yellow wings. So the poet has created a beautiful image in the poem as we'll go on with the poem. Nice, little, beautiful bird. So try to visualize both these images in your mind, laburnum tree as well as goldfinch. Then later, what will happen that the appreciation of the poem will become quite easy for you. Okay, let us come to our poem. The laburnum top is silent, quite still. In the afternoon yellow September sunlight, a few leaves yellowing, all its seeds fallen, till the goldfinch comes with a twitching cheer up, a suddenness, a startlement at a branch end, then sleek as a lizard, and alert and abrupt, she enters the thickness, and a machine starts up, of chittering and tremor of wings and trilling. The whole tree trembles and thrills in the engine of her family. Sorry, it is the engine of her family. She stokes it full, then flirts out to a branch end, showing her bare face identity mask. Then with eerie, delicate whistle, cheer of whispering, she launches away towards infinite, and the laburnum subsides to empty. As I read the poem, you also read the poem so that appreciation will become quite easy. In the beginning, I told you that not all days are golden days for us. Sometimes we feel gloomy. Sometimes we feel lonely. Say, for an example, you are having a vacation. You cannot go to school. You are at home. Your parents, they are at their workplace. From morning till evening, what you may be doing, you may be watching some programs in TV, some pictures, or occasionally you do some study. But that way, your entire day's end means nothing to do the whole day. From morning till evening, you are in your four cornered room, nothing of your interest, and you'll feel that life is going very boring. Suddenly, in this boring phase, imagine that your cousin comes at your home for spending the vacation. Your cousin comes at your home, and you both have a good rapport with each other. You both have a good understanding, and you start enjoying the life. Few days ago, you felt very boring, but as soon as your cousin came, you started liking everything. You started liking moment, you started enjoying the day, and suddenly everything changes. This way, a week or a month will go. But after a week or month, your cousin will go to his home again. Once again, what will happen? After your cousin would go, you would once again start feeling lonely. You will once again miss him. You will remember the good memories, good moments you had with him. So many things. So when we think in terms of our life, many times we are going to a monotonous days, boring, mundane life, and we feel that nothing of interest for us. And suddenly, after the arrival of someone, we start liking everything. So whatever I have discussed, I mean, whatever image I try to create, taking in mind your cousin and all, try to keep in mind so that this poem will be appreciated by all of us in a more detailed manner. Now let us read. The laburnum top is silent, quite still in the afternoon yellow September sunlight. It was a September month. You can say it was period of autumn. And generally in September, October, that season of autumn is going on. In this season, generally all the leaves give away their, all the trees give away their leaves. And if you have noticed it or not, this September, October, this autumn season, uh, generally you will feel very gloomy. No movement in the tree, no movement there around you, because all the trees have given away their leaves and all. Everything will be dry, parched. You will notice like that. So in the beginning, the poet trade Hughes had tried to create a gloomy picture. The laburnum tree is silent, quite still in the afternoon yellow September sunlight. And he has covered the period of a day that is afternoon. Generally in afternoon, all the people are inside their houses. Afternoon time, generally they take a rest inside the house. There is no movement outside. Yellow September sunlight. If you have seen this tree, the tree itself is yellow, and yellow September sunlight, the atmosphere is also yellow. By the color yellow, the poet has tried to create the picture of sickness. Yellow is a boring color. It represents monotonous light. It is many people associate this color with the sickness, yellow. So not a good color the poet has tried to associate here. No doubt with the yellow color, the tree itself looks tremendous yellow color. When we can see these, when we see this goldfinch bird, that also that time also this color looks very attractive with the bird. But I am talking about human context, humanity. We human consider yellow color as a color of sickness. A few leaves yellowing, all its seeds fallen. Obviously, that was a autumn season, so all few leaves were there, and they were also yellow, and all the seeds, I mean, of the laburnum tree had fallen. So this way, laburnum tree was feeling lonely and boring. There is no movement till the goldfinch comes with the twitching cheer up, a suddenness, a startlement at a branch, and when the tree was alone, it might be feeling very boring. There is no movement in the leaves at all, no wind, nothing of that sort. Suddenly, there is an arrival of a goldfinch bird. And as soon as the bird came, it started producing the sound. Because goldfinch, here you can see a small singing bird. The goldfinch bird continuously sings with a yellow feathers on its wings. Uh, it started singing. It was a sudden movement for the tree. Startlement means surprise at a branch, and the bird came and sat on one of the branch of the laburnum tree. Then sleek as a lizard and alert and abrupt, she enters the thickness and a machine starts up. The bird is compared with the lizard, just like a swift movement of lizard. The bird started going from one branch of the tree to the another branch of the tree. Then she enters the thickness. That means she enters in the thick leaves of the trees, and the machine starts up. Up to now, I mean, before the bird goldfinch had come, there was no movement in the leaves. But as soon as the bird arrived and started going from one branch to another branch, it would shake the leaves. So there is movement in the tree. There is movement in the tree like machine. That's why the poet has used the word machine here. And a machine starts up of chittering and a tremor of wings and a trilling. These are the various sounds of birds. Chittering, tremor of wing, clap of wings, and trilling, a very piercing sound. And the whole tree trembles and thrills with the sound of the birds and with the movement of the birds. The entire tree becomes very excited, because earlier the tree was feeling very boring, but as soon as the bird came, started making movement on the branches, started making movement among the leaves, the tree itself became very excited. It was going through a thrilling moment. The bird is just like engine of her family. The bird became just like an engine. A vehicle without engine will not start. Similarly, up to now, laburnum tree was standing alone. There was no movement, no movement in the winds, and no movement in the leaves too. But as soon as the engine in the form of goldfinch came, the entire tree became lively. See, stokes it full. Stokes means to add fuel to something or to give fuel to something. So here, as if the goldfinch bird gave fuel to the bird, it gave energy to the bird, then floods out to a branch end. It moves from one branch to another branch, and then showing her bad face identity mask. Occasionally, the bird would show its face. Then, with eerie, delicate whistle, cheer up and whispering, she launches away towards the infinite. After making the tree lively for some time, then suddenly the birds flew away from that tree. Once again, the laburnum tree became lonely. It didn't feel excitement now. It didn't have a thrilling experience now because there is no presence of goldfinch birds. She launches away towards the infinite, infinite in the sense it is the sky. She launches away, she fly away towards the sky, and the laburnum subsides to empty. Here in the context that laburnum once again becomes empty, lonely, and started feeling bored. You know, dear students, there are so many people who plays the role of a goldfinch. You know, sometimes we feel lonely, alone, but their thought, their presence are just like goldfinch. As soon as they arrive in our life, they make us feel that life is worth living. They make us feel that each and every moment is very precious. So the encouragers, you can take goldfinch in the context of the teacher. You can take goldfinch in the context of your motivator or various things. You know, whichever motivates you or whoever motivates you. So here, goldfinch became a symbol of a motivator for the laburnum tree. The tree, which was feeling lonely, alone, and gloomy, suddenly became lively with the presence of a goldfinch bird. So, if we think about our life, think about those people in whose presence you become very lively. You start liking your life. You start liking each and every moment. So, if this Ted Hughes is a wonderful poet, no doubt. This human's theme, human's tendency and feelings, he has elaborated or described through these two images of laburnum top, laburnum tree, and goldfinch bird. No, we sometimes become laburnum, and some of our relatives, some of our friends may become like a goldfinch, and they, energize us. Similar as the goldfinch bird has energized the laburnum tree. This is a beautiful poem. Try to read it by your own self, and various thoughts will start coming to your mind. Obviously, we'll see you with more content related to the next lesson. Till then, I want you to prepare with this particular poem. See you next time. Have a good day ahead.